So on YouTube, they had a discussion between Christian women and Muslim women discussing the differences and the similarities between Christianity and Islam.
Christianity is in a state of persecution. We're not persecuting entire countries for being Christians. We're not beheading people for being Muslim. The number one cause of Christian persecution today is Muslim terrorism, Muslim extremism. People are being beheaded in the Congo right now because of their Christianity. So why is that? And you cannot apply that to Christianity in the same way, because there is no state-governed terrorism by Christianity in any other place in the world.
You're not going to be able to find that clip anywhere else, because Islam attempted to censor and silence me when talking about Christian persecution, because supposedly that's Islamophobia. But I'm here to tell y'all, you can't censor the truth. The reality is the fruit of Islam is violence and it is terrorism, and I have every right to post this because it's my audio and my likeness in that video. Yeah, Islam does not want the world to know, to realize the severity of what their teachings do and how they embolden extremists. Not because the extremists are crazy, but because the Quran is crazy and it teaches it. Look at this report from Congress.gov where they are acknowledging that Christian persecution is prevalent in Muslim majority countries, whereas Open Doors World Watch List 2025 finds that more than 380 million Christians worldwide suffer high levels of persecution and discrimination for their faith, with many of those Christians facing persecution throughout many Muslim majority countries. Okay, this is the reality of an Islamic state. When an Islamic state moves in, the fruit of it is terrorism and violence against Christians. Not because they're insane, but because this is absolutely what they're taught to do. The report goes on to talk about churches being shut down, pastors being arrested in places like Libya and Nigeria and the Republic of the Congo. 70 Congolese people were kidnapped from their church earlier in 2025 and found decapitated, beheaded, okay? 40 more of them were found just a few weeks ago, or back in July, beheaded. And then I believe I just saw a report about 20 more of them in Mozambique. This is the reality of Islamic governed states. This is the reality of Sharia law, and this is the reality of what's trying to be instituted here in the West. And we all know that the first step to taking people's rights away is censorship. So me personally, I will not be censored.
She cooked. She brought facts. She was logically consistent. She didn't allow emotions to disrupt her message. And this is something that needs to continue to be talked about, is the requirement for tolerance for Christians, but there's no requirement of tolerance for Muslims when they move into a region. When they come in, they play the minority card. We, of course, have to respect the diversity of religions in the region, etc. Western nations grant this because, of course, we're civil nations.
The world has divided into two. One is Islam and those who want to destroy that and destroy society. Look, Islam will enter every household, whether you like it or not. Donald Trump, inshallah, soon you will see we have a plan in place to go visit him and call him toward Islam. Inshallah, if Biden is awake, we'll also go and visit him, inshallah. And others, Brother Bobby, may Allah make it soon, inshallah, we'll be seeing his shahada. And others, Sneeko and others, we're going to be reaching out to everybody. As Muslim, as an ummah, we're going to be reaching out. And you're going to be seeing more and more of these types of people who know that this society and the direction that it's going in is not the right direction, are going to be coming to Islam.
What people fail to acknowledge about Islam, especially the liberal left here in the West, is that Islam is a conquering religion. They want to just view it as a minority group that's oppressed and discriminated against in the West, but no, that's not the case. We judge them by their fruit, but they are a conquering religion.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن
When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives. I would fear them because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. And they will fall in the track that I set for them. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Never do it. They'd give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades. And Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that. Ilhan Omar, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice, yes, go do that. But would she have an abortion? Never. Never. Would she kill a Muslim in her stomach? Never.
Jefferson and Adams went to their ambassador in London and said, why do you do this to us? The United States has never had a quarrel with the Muslim world of any kind. We weren't in the Crusades. We weren't in the war in Spain. Why do you do this to our people and our ships? Why do you plunder and enslave our people? And the ambassador said very plainly, Mr. Abdul Rahman said, because the Quran gives us permission to do so, because you are infidels. And that's our answer. And Jefferson said, well, in that case, I will send a navy which will crush your state, which he did. And a good thing, too. Islamic fundamentalism is not created by American democracy. It's a lie to say so. It's a masochistic lie. And it excuses those who are the real criminals, and it blames us for the attacks made upon us.
Christopher Hitchens right there, one of the four horsemen that led that whole atheist movement in the 2000s. You guys let me know down below, the whole Islamic movement, is this something that is being blown out of proportion, or is this something that is deserving of our attention?